What is going on, Lunatic Fringe? The Terra Luna Classic ecosystem continues to expand, continues to find new ways to burn, continues to find innovations. Now, you don't see it out on the surface, sometimes because we're not always looking at that, but that doesn't mean that it's not happening behind the scenes. So we're going to break down some of this stuff. And remember, we just got a Binance burn, so we're going to talk about that as well. What does it mean? And let's get an idea. And AI has generated a response to the Binance burn, and it's hilarious. And look, I never anticipate or ask that you guys would take some of this stuff seriously, because sometimes you just look at it and you can't help but laugh. You'll see. Hit the like button on your way in, and let's get after it. Before we get started, as always, trobits.com burned 165,000 lunk yesterday. And look, it's not on the level of Binance, but over the course of a month, over the course of 30 days, if you're burning 160,000, then you're talking about a burn in the neighborhood of 48,000 or 48 million per month. If you get up to 300, then we're talking about 90 million per month. Look, this is all on you. If you care about the Luna Classic ecosystem in a way that would allow you to come to trobits.com by using your fingers to type, that's difficult, but by using your fingers to type, if you go to trobits.com and you engage with this site, engage with the ads, do all of the things that go along with just being part of the community, then guess what? You end up helping and contributing to a larger amount of burn. We 3 or 4x this burn, then it becomes, again, exponential. Is it as much as Binance? No, it's not. But there are very few people that are communicating or going to this website. What if we 10x it? So very simple. If we 10x it, that's 1.6 million per day. Then we're talking about a huge amount of burn. So, let's actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, that would be 48 every month. Right now we're doing about 4.8. So again, this is bigger than most of the other protocols that we have out here, but it could use your help. So check out trobits.com. Now, news. We're going to move pretty quickly through this. 3 additional Binance wallets to the burn tax whitelist. Binance wants to be able to move tokens around a little bit more efficiently. If you guys remember, there was a time over here when just some gigantic moves were taking place. Well, apparently one of those is going to be Binance. Or if it's not Binance, they're seeing that and they understand that and they don't want they don't want to get burned by moving tokens around. So they're requesting 3 additional wallets. And by the way, we've already voted and most people are voting yes so far. You've got a few people that are no with vetoes. But, I mean, you got a few people who are saying no, because what they want is they want to continue burning. And, look, can't see the forest of the trees. And I get it. To me, I would be saying, let's burn. Let's burn. But if we don't do what Binance wants done, because we're decentralized. Think about that for just a second, by the way. So, because of that, we're going to need to approve it, because saying no means no more 400 million burns per month, which, by the way, 423 million for the day, 85 million yesterday. Pretty decent amount. So anyway, make sure you vote for that. I would vote yes. That's my opinion. You can vote however you want, and then validate with people whose opinion aligns with your own. As far as meme coins go, we've got Terra up about 2.7%. However, it's down from, it was 0.005 not that long ago. It's right now at about 0.0034. So just like the rest of the market, we've had that, that sucking out of liquidity. We've experienced it as well. So hopefully we'll see a turnaround. Garuda X kind of trading even on the day. Juris, same thing, just kind of trading even on the day. Cookie down just a tiny bit. So there's some bright spots out here, but generally speaking, we need the market to really start to surge, and we haven't seen that big surge yet. We're getting it, I think, right now, starting, but we got a ways to go. As far as price action goes, hey, guess what? We're doing exactly what we said we were going to do, right? Now, and by the way, just if you kind of look at this from this context, we've come up, we minted this high right here, came back down, had a bigger test right here, came down, had a big wick down here. Guess what? That usually means that there's some strong upside momentum. We're actually in a spot right now where it would make sense to enter a long position. So if you are so inclined and interested, then this might be the day to ride this thing up to, whatever the next step is. And I think the next step is going to be 407s, at least as we kind of make our way up. I would expect to see a rejection kind of right there at there. There's not a lot of it, but this was used as support. It was used as support. It was used as resistance. So I would generally think that we've got the way this is lining up, it's looking like, basically, this thing looks like your standard Elliott wave. You've got the original move, you've got the breakdown, and you've got another move right here, a little bit bigger than the first one, and you've got a breakdown here, and then you got that move right there, which, I mean, makes perfect sense that that's what's happening and what's playing out real time. So if you take a long position right here, even though it's in the middle of this box, I wouldn't fault you for it, so whatever you want to do. Volume, no real change. Market cap up just a little bit. Volume on USTC down a little bit. Again, I'm just looking for that impetus, that one big move for USTC, and then I think it's going to absolutely take off. Now, here's the article. It cracks me up when I read it because you can see that it's AI. It says the broker Binance burned 50% of its trading grant revenue of LUNC in April. The token burn of Binance totaled 413,653,486. The lowest monthly burn of LUNC by the Binance broker was recorded. In April, the low trading volume of LUNC was effective in keeping the burn low. That is ridiculous, and I'm here for it. It is hilarious. And guys, I don't want to make light of it because, but this is an article. I'm not making light of the burns or anything. I'm just making light of the fact that this guy used AI to write an article on Binance about the broker Binance, and they were effective in keeping the burn low. It is funny to me. It is funny to me. So if you haven't, certainly go check out this article. It should take you about 12 seconds to read. Really informative. Anyway, so for price action, look, I think we're in the cut of that big impulse move. And have I told you that before? Yes, I have. Have I told you that it's going to take off and it hasn't taken off? Yeah. 100%. Do you know why? Because a chart can tell you something is going to happen, but it really requires investors to actually do it. And when you're doing this, I mean, basically, look, say what you want. Is technical analysis effective? It gives you probability. It gives you, possibility. It gives you stuff like that. Is it going to be the greatest thing ever? No, it's not. Nothing is. And you never know what's going to happen. You see, by the way, some of these lines, some of these, some of the things that I look at right here, and I'm like, you know what? All of these things fit right here, but when you look at Fibonacci, it's a different level. So you see lines everywhere. So look, all I'm doing is basically, this is astrology for dudes, okay? So technically speaking, we've done this before. We come down to the bottom, we go to the top. We come down to the bottom, we come down to the bottom, we go halfway up, then we come down to the bottom again, and we go to the top. We come down to the bottom, and we're going sideways here. Now, at some point, we're going to go back to the top. The question is, do we break out of the top of that pattern or not? And that's really what matters. And look, the capital hasn't come back in the market yet, such that it's going to create that big opportunity, but it's coming. It's coming very, very soon. So if you just have a little patience with it and give it some time, then you're going to be rewarded. Now, maybe you don't get rewarded the way you want. Maybe you do. I don't know. You have to make a decision for yourself about what your investment portfolio should look like, what your risk, what you're comfortable with. Like I said before, it is my estimation that LUNC will do about a 40x. That's down from what I thought was going to be maybe like 140x or something like that. There's no motivation in this, but there's still going to be, I think, a big move. So, the question you have to ask yourself, is this the one for you? And can you sit back and can you wait? Or do you need to be stimulated? If you need to be stimulated, then, good luck, bro. But if you can wait and you have patience and you're not a brokey who's just kind of sitting there on a bag of dust hoping that it turns into a pile of gold, you know what I mean? Or a pile of Bitcoin, you say. Then, whatever. Anyway, the important part is this. If you hold, then you will be rewarded. And it'll play out with an easy 3x, in my opinion, here in the next. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. It's not financial advice, but I'm always